Hey everybody, this is Davis with the results team at Compass. We're coming to you today to give you a brief market update. First, let's talk about new construction and what that market looks like right now. And when we say new construction, that's a wide-ranging market, right? So new construction includes your national builders such as Lennar or Taylor Morrison or Dan Ryan. They now go by DRB. They're larger, they have stockholders that they have to account for. And then you have your custom builders in our market, right? Building, 25 to 40 to 50 homes a year. And then you have your smaller guys who are building 10 or less homes per year. One of the things that we're seeing at the national builder level is they're trying to limit the amount of price reductions they have. Instead, what we're seeing them offer, I got an email last night from a builder. What they're offering now is different financing options to a buyer, right? So instead of lowering the price by $25,000, they're paying for a rate buy down. They're paying for a 2-year rate buy down where you'll have a lower rate for 2 years and then it adjusts in 2 years. They're paying for closing costs. They're offering design incentives. So these are ways that they can kind of give you money as a buyer without affecting their price. And so it makes their numbers look better. So it's a great way for them to be able to incentivize a buyer without necessarily having to reduce that price. On the more local, regional level, new construction wise, what we're seeing is pricing is still high. Materials are still hard to get, hard to come by. And what's changed is, what materials are hard to get and what materials are high in price, right? So lumber for a while was what the headlines were all about. It's what was talked about. Lumber was this crazy high number. It's come down, but what we're seeing is other stuff has gone up and other stuff is hard to get. We're hearing builders order appliances 10 months out, right? And maybe still not getting it. Garage doors is another crazy one that sometimes takes a long time. The electrical box that goes outside your house, those are really hard to come by right now. So these local builders who don't have the mass scale of a Lennar or a Dan Ryan, something like that, they're having to fight those guys, right? To try to go get these materials, and they're having a harder time with that. So their pricing is still high on some of that stuff. We're starting to see some of them be willing to come back to the pre-sale table. A pre-sale is when you design a house and the builder gets it all priced out. That had kind of gone away just because they were having such a hard time pricing. What was the problem was we didn't know how to price anything out. And now they're coming back to the table with better pricing and understanding, okay, I know how to account for these kind of price changes. And so they're able to give you a steady price today, whereas 6 months ago, they just weren't able to do that. So if you're considering new construction or have questions about that, let us know. We have great relationships with a lot of local builders and be happy to connect you with them. Now let's talk about general brokerage and kind of the resale market in Wake County as a whole. In the last couple of years, you could get away with basically any price, no preparation. So what we're seeing is those folks who haven't done anything to their home in a long time or haven't done the updates or the necessary maintenance over the years, as they price like their neighbor who had done those things, they are not going to sell as quickly or at the premium that their neighbor received. So if you're thinking about selling, make sure that you're thinking about pricing and preparation. We're still seeing a high number of showings. We're still seeing multiple offers. A change in the multiple offer scenario is that we're not seeing prices go 20, 25% over. We're seeing 5, 10, sometimes 15% over. While that seems drastic, that is a huge change from what we were seeing, and it is a slowdown, and that will help slow down the price appreciation that we've seen over the last few years. So guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment, send us an email, send us a text message. We're happy to help.